welcome to this week's episode of Rustie Sheep, 7th. I have the title already ready. I was talking to my friend yesterday and we're talking about my knitting and how fast everything is growing. And I said, I gave a comment like, I must sleep knit. And maybe I do wake up in the night and knit, and I don't know. But I know that what I've been working on is growing again. And yeah, it's amazing. So if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm testing my new lipstick. I love red lipstick. I have at least 6 or 7 of them, different reds, different brands, and this is actually a really cheap brand. But I wanted to see if it lasts, and I thought, why not do something special today and wear some lipstick for you guys. It's Sunday, the 17th of May. May is like halfway there. It's when I check the calendar, I can't believe it. It's 17th of May. Where is the time going? I can measure it by the episodes that I'm making, but I'm surprised that every week just flies by, and it's amazing. So yeah, this is me chatting every week about my knitting. I don't have any acquisitions this week because it hasn't arrived yet, so technically it doesn't count. Did do an order through website Hollowell. It's a shop located in the Netherlands, and yeah, I like to order there, and I'm waiting for my order to arrive. I think it will be here around Tuesday. But yes, it's a cheeky acquisition. I wanted to make a jumper for my sister, and yeah, I ordered some yarn. I said to myself I wasn't allowed anymore to order more yarn because I have plenty and I need to knit out of my stash. But most of my stash is sock yarn, so I'll be knitting a lot of socks. But yeah, it's my sister. Actually, my sister Esty made a nice intro for me last week, and that's why I re-uploaded my previous video because I added the intro she sings in there. It's her voice you can hear, and I'm so happy about it. It feels right, you know. I asked my sister if she wants to. It was she wanted to do that. She wanted so, and then straight away she figured something out. She even made a new intro for me, and she's way better than me in doing that. But she's younger, of course. I think because of the age difference, it's easier for her to do the whole technology thing. And I always do. Editing takes me hours. Last Sunday, I was frantically looking for a good app or a good program, and all of them you can add speed or adapt the speed, or you can add songs. But I would like an app as well where I can add pictures. And the apps that you do allow you to add pictures, they have a watermark, and that's not something I like. And I'm willing to pay for a good app, but I need to know for sure it's a good app before I pay like €6 or €5 or whatever they're asking. Some of them even ask for like €25 for an app, and I was like, yeah, but if I do pay that, I wanted to make sure it's what I want and what I need. So I've been struggling to find everything that I need. So yeah. My week, I can't believe how the week has gone. I started work on Tuesday. I went back to the office. I was so relieved. I was so excited. It was like going back to school for the first time. I woke up really early, like half an hour before my alarm clock, and I was so in high vibration. I call it myself. It's like, oh, I'm so excited, and the way on my way to work, it was a nice walk. It was so amazing. So my colleagues, it was just not like a pressure of my shoulders. And then I didn't even know I had that pressure on my shoulders. It's like just the social contact, being able to talk to somebody, to discuss work, like just face to face. And since then, I've been in Thrive. I've been thriving at work. I've been having a lot of busy days, even Thursday and Friday. I worked long hours because I had a lot of work to do. I had stuff to finish, and yeah, I didn't bother. It felt nice. So yeah, I'm working in the office on Tuesday and Thursdays. It's amazing. the view. And yeah, and actually one of my colleagues bought me a plant, some flowers, and put it on my personal Instagram, but I'll put down a picture here. And it was just a thank you because in the beginning of Corona, I was working part-time. I had 2 afternoons off because I just started working again after my operation, and for my body to heal a bit and to rest, I took 2.5 days off. But yeah, the Corona happened and people went into lockdown, and yeah, all our like screens, keyboards, mouses were still at the office. So what I did is I went to the office, picked up some screens, and I drove around and delivered them to some of my colleagues. And because I was home and I like to drive, so and have a company car. So yeah, I'm lucky. I'm really blessed for having that. Um, so yeah, I did that, and I just did it out of my heart because that's who I am. And yeah, I was like, if we didn't know how long it would last, and if you only have to work on your laptop, your head bursts after a while. It's like we have big laptops, but the screen still is small. So with an extra screen, it's easier to work, even especially when you're used to working like that. So yeah, I did that, and I didn't expect anything. And she gave me a plant with flowers, and it was amazing. So yeah, I love surprises like that, and I love plants. I've been gardening a lot this week, and have some tomato plants and a little lemon seedling or whatever it's called. It's not a lemon tree yet, but it will be. I will take care of it. So yeah, I'm having a look. I have roses as well. I have some mints. I have some basil. Yeah, I have many plants in the house. I'm not going to talk about it. Again, my nose is running. Every time I start podcasting, my nose starts to run. So I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, I don't know. Podcast means running nose. I'm not sure what that is about. Um, do you see my little queen? And it's she has in her bag like a small solar panel, and she's waving. Look, maybe I can just take her up and see if you can. Ah, she's so cute. I bought it years ago. It's just amazing. Yeah, I love trinkets like that. Of course, I'm a girl. Um, so yeah, knitting. Acquisitions not arrived yet, and I've been good. I've cast on my Arboreal sweater, and I've done the collar work. I've done the yoke. Look at that. I just tried to fit it. It's on a smaller um, wire now, so I'll have to be careful that I don't drop any stitches. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just let me show you guys. Look amazing that is. I absolutely love this sweater. It's my second Arboreal. It's from Jennifer Steingass. I really love this pattern, and it's a quick knit. It's just so addictive. When you do one leaf, you just want to do the next one, and before you know it, you've done the yoke. So I've set off the sleeves, and I'm now just knitting underneath the armpits, and I have to knit for about 8 centimeters, I think, and I have to do the creases, the shaping rows. So, but look, my dad printed it out on Sunday, and I think I did start it on Tuesday, on Monday evening, not sure anymore. The 11th, yeah, about 6 days ago. So that must be Monday or Tuesday, yeah. Oh, but it's amazing. See how the colors. I'm so happy with this. I can't wait to finish it and to wear it. And I know by the time that it's finished, it's full on summer. I'm in a summer dress right now, and but I'll be wearing it. It will be colder or chillier at night, and that will be my sweater to wear. Or on my way to work in the morning, it will be still about 15 degrees, and then I'll be wearing that sweater. But just oh, can't wait until it's finished. So I can wear it, and I tried it on. It fits. It still needs blocking though. Always have that with my collar work. I did go up a needle size though, because she said to cast on with 3.75, no, with 3.5, and do the color work yoke in a 3.75. But I know myself, I'm a tight knitter, and I checked my notes from the previous one, and I did a 3.75 for the cast on and 4 needle size for the color work. Yeah, it's just a quarter of a needle size and I went up, but I know myself. It will be okay. It will be good. And because when I did a 3.5, the cast on, I tried to put my head through it and it didn't fit. So it was just stuck here. I have a big head. So yeah, but so this is a project I've been working on this week a lot. I have finished objects. Um, I finished my socks. Look at them. They're dry. I will taking them off of the blockers. But look at that. I'm so in love with them. Those socks are amazing. So I actually used, it was a 100-gram bowl and I used 51 grams. So that means I have still 49 grams left. And yeah, I don't know how that happened. And I only used half of it, but I don't have enough. Or maybe if I make a bit shorter, but I decided to cast on um, socks again, vanilla socks with the leftovers. So what did I do? I took just the normal color. It's actually Anel. The brand that was, it's the same brand I'm making my jumper out, but this is their sock wool, and it's called Anel Super Extra. It's a really cheap sock yarn. I think I paid €2.50 for one wool. It's 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 normal sock yarn. It's 75% wool and 25% polyamide. It's the elastic one. So yeah, I'm not using, they don't name the colorways, but I'm using their 2061 colorway and it's a bit of an off-white. So yeah, so because I went to my parents' house on Friday, I'll talk about that a bit more. So yeah, and I just wanted because I wasn't finished with the color work. I wanted to take something with me, just brainless knitting, just in the round, and I decided to cast on socks. And look how they are. So yeah, I'm doing the tees, toes, heels, and ribbing in that off-white, and the rest I'm doing in the colorway in the Dragon Hill Studio bright colorway. What's it called again? Yeah, bright color wheel. It's called. And it's amazing. It's yeah. I don't mind having two pair of socks of this color. I'm really in love with this color and it's really soft and it's just also a bit addicting because yeah, you just want to knit to the next color and next color and then you end up doing this. I did this in one evening. So just saying I just went to my parents' house on Friday. Yeah, because I just wanted to have some social talk with my parents and just to have I went there for dinner and it was lovely. The reason I went there, and that's actually I wanted to talk about, is my stepmom. She does mosaicing and she makes tables of it. And she needs cores, big cores. Electricians use. It's like wood, and they have their electric wires around it. And when it's empty, they just throw it out. And there were guys changing something in the building, not sure what they were doing, but I saw those coils on Thursday evening just standing there in the hallway. I was like, this is good. I want this because it's not easy to get by. People just throw it out and it's trash for them, but for people who are creative, it's gold. So Friday during the day, I heard that they were working, so I looked around in the apartment building and I saw one of the guys. I was like, you know, the calls, what do you do with them afterwards? And he said, oh, just throw them out. I was like, can I have them? So I texted my stepmom and I had 3 of them. They're not big, they're only like 25 centimeters. about 10 inches. But yeah, it will be perfect for a small table to set a flower pot on or something. So I dropped that off on Friday, and the three of them just could fit in my car on the back seats. And yeah, I drove to my parents, had dinner there, and then I just went back home and just knitted as usual. Um, and then on Saturday, yesterday, I had to do grocery shopping because I haven't done that in a while. I was out of paper towel. I was almost out of toilet paper. And yeah, I didn't have, the fridge was empty. And I've been eating out of my freezer, but the freezer is getting the ingredients in there are getting less and less. So yeah, I had to do some shopping. So I got up really early and I just went to the store as soon as it opened because I didn't want the whole hassle, waiting queues a long time to do my grocery shopping. And next to the store I go to, there's like a store really cheap, knickknacks. Yeah, they have everything. It's called Action, and they're in. I know the stores are in the Netherlands and in Belgium as well, and they're really cheap stores. It's like, but I needed flower pots, and I actually looked to order online, and I didn't want to pay €9 for a flower pot. Now I paid like 250, no, €270, €2.7 for one. So I actually paid almost €9 for three instead of buying it online without shipping was €9. So, you know, it's flower pots. It's yeah, I change a lot and as soon as they grow bigger, I just repot them. So yeah, I'm not spending a lot of money on that. And because and I also knew that my stepmom needed spray cans, and so I called her saying, "Do you want the spray cans?" Also, they're really expensive, and when you go to DIY stores, and there was like €2 a spray can, and I just called her and I bought 20. So yeah, that was a lot, but I had a card and it just filled in like we needed one color, and every spray can they had, I just filled my cart with them. And then I drove to my parents again, and we sprayed the course. It hurts after a while, your hand, your wrists, it's get like really from holding the spray the whole time, and it was nice. I actually have some pictures. I will add them. It was nice to do that with my stepmom. She's really creative as well, differently than me, of course, but yeah, she's making me a table, and I'm so excited. And she showed me the color she's going to use with flowers, and it's amazing. And yeah, I sprayed my own table, so it was nice. And then I went back home and another first. This is the year of the first. So the podcast, I've done other things as well. And oh my God, I gained some weight. I call it my Corona kilos. I think everybody has. Even my colleague at work is like, oh my tight, and my shirt is really tight. And yeah, people are gaining weight because of Corona. We're home. We like to eat, especially in Belgium. We love food. We actually call ourselves Bourgondians. It's like French people who love to eat, drink, and wine, and eat and drink, and yeah, Belgian people are like that. We love our food. So yeah, I've been gaining some weight, and then had to go to the store and H&M to buy new pants, and yeah, didn't like the number of the size there. So I decided to exercise. I'm not a person who exercise, but hey, why not? Let's try this. So earlier this week, I've had downloaded an app for like abs workouts to do some abs. Oh my God, I was stiff for like 2 days. My belly hurt for 2 days because I was doing the abs, the workout for the abs. I was doing jumping jacks in the house. I did feel a bit stupid though, just jumping around in the house, but hey, I did it. And then yesterday, I decided to go for a run. I'm a person who never runs. Even if I have to catch a bus or a train, I don't run. But yeah, I think running, why not? Enjoy the nature, have some good beats in your ear, and run. I was exhausted. I did get the high though. The runner's high people are talking about, like, oh my God, I felt great. And after taking a shower, I even felt better. So Actually, I'm not going to run today, but I am going to run tomorrow. Even my lungs are burning while I'm doing it, and yeah, but it motivates me. I didn't run a lot. I did like a mile, like 2.5 kilometers. But yeah, I think for me in the beginning, yeah, I can tell you the last time that I ran is the obligated gym sessions at school, and that is 2007. So, no, did I graduate? No, I graduated in 2005 in high school. So it's been 15 years since I ran. And even then, I hated to run. So, yeah, me running is a big thing. But I did enjoy it. I did have a good playlist. My boss he's an ultra runner, and he shared his playlist, his Spotify playlist with me, and it's called Running. And it's good music to run. I don't know, it's peppy. It's like, okay, but I didn't run the whole time. It's like a session that you walk a minute, you run a minute, you walk a minute, and then you do that for about 20 minutes. Certain minutes I felt like I was dying. I was like, I was like making that sound. I have a fly in the house again. Yeah, I saw it on last week while I was editing the podcast as well. I saw like a fly go by. I was like, I didn't even notice that while I was podcasting. But yeah, when the weather is good, I just open my windows and it's normal that bugs get in. Um, yeah, I'm getting off track again. I'm sorry for that, but it's just me rambling. It's just who I am. My knitting. Oh, I've done that. Oh, let me hold on. I forgot to take something. So sorry. Yeah, I thought I grabbed everything. Sorry. My flamingo bag. I'm knitting the Anna's, make sure, Anna's summer cardigan from Petite Knits for my friend. She's due any moment. She had some contractions yesterday, so she's keeping herself calm. But look at that. Look at that. I'm on the needle. I'm doing the sleeves. I've done the full body and the rib. Oh, it's amazing. I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh, yeah. So this is what I'm making. I'm doing the sleeves. I did that on Monday, but I haven't picked it up because I was working on my Arboreal. But I think I will. I want to finish the one sleeve today. And then I still have to do the other sleeve. And then the button bands. And then sewing buttons. But still have to think what kind of buttons I'm going to use. I still have some. I'm going through my button stash. And if not, I'll just order something or go to the shop because the shops are open again here. Starting, I think Monday they reopened, and yeah, but I don't go out a lot to the shops. Um, I only went to one clothing store just quickly during my lunch break because I really needed some pants that weren't tight because yeah, I could fit in them, but like the whole everything was so squished in there. I felt like I cannot move, cannot move. Just sit down, and I even unbuttoned my pants at work, like with the because I couldn't breathe anymore. So that meant I gained some weight. But yeah, so the baby cardigan, that's so cute. I really love it. I should do some work. It's not that difficult. It's a easy, I like it. It's really quick knit, and I'm now I know that I say that about everything, but I think for me everything is just a quick knit because I'm so for me it's my hands are doing it by themselves, and yeah, even socks, and I just can have a chat with you guys and knit, and yeah, it's just who I am. Actually, when I think about it, I never thought that I would be into knitting that much. Um, sorry, I started a couple of years ago. Just gonna drink a sip of water. To that, today it's lime mint and cucumber water. I spiced it up a bit. I added some lime. Yeah. Um, I wasn't that passionate about it until a couple of years ago, and now I'm the crazy knit lady, and then everywhere. But yeah, I'm repeating myself. So this summer, I'm a summer cardigan by Petite Knits. It's I think I've used up. I'm working on the fourth bowl now, or third. I need to check my Ravelry. Um, two, three. I think I'm doing the third one. We'll just check. Yeah, three. So yeah, it's really nice. The pattern gives you instructions for your preferred method. I like to knit top down, but it also explains for bottom up, and it explains for short sleeves, and it explains for long sleeves. But because I'm doing a year, or I want to like a bit long sleeves, or when I don't know how the baby will be big or not, how big the baby will be. But if it's a big baby, you can do that for February, March, and yeah, so we'll be fine. Actually, Skincare just launched her Winterfjell cardigan for babies, and I've been waiting for that one. And she announced it yesterday, and I just bought it. And now I'm going through my stash in my head, like which colors can I use? So, actually, I want to do the traditional blue color, but I don't have any blue. And actually, I do, but it's superwash yarn, and it's to steek. You knit everything in the round, and then you steek afterwards. And I've never done that before, so yeah, that will be exciting for me to do that. And but that's why I want to use a rustic yarn. So I'm going to check the undyed yarn that I have. If it's a superwash or rustic, the difference. If it's superwash yarn, I'm not going to dye it. But if it is rustic yarn, then I can dye it myself, dark blue, and I have contrast colors I still have left. I still have the grey from Hillesbug. Oh no, that's DK. Wait, I still have Roma. I need to check that. But I have cupboards full of yarn, and I have a couch that opens up where you can put blankets, because that couch turns into a bed as well when people are staying over. But instead of blankets, it's filled with yarn. It's my secret stash. It's like I need to go. I need to stop buying yarn. I actually told my friend that I'm not allowed anymore, and she needs to be really she needs to be hard with me. No, you're not allowed. You have to knit up what you have first. So yeah, I need to be starting to be inventive with what I have. So I need to open up the couch and have a look what kind of yarn. And I think my Roma yarn is in there. And I also bought some Roma yarn when I was in Oslo, but that was to make some mittens for me. So yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I can't handle myself or hold myself, and I'll order some more. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see. I'll try to be good. Can't promise anything. For me, yarn buying is really something that I love. And yeah. So, my last work in progress. It's my Linea socks, and I've done one full chart. Look at that. I've done one full chart, and I need to. It says to stop like let me just 4 inches, 10 centimeters before the desired length of your foot. But my foot, yeah, I need to calculate a bit. So see how far still I need to knit, and then repeat some of the rows of the chart to then do the heel, the gusset. They have a special pattern written out where you can continue doing the pattern, but I haven't copied it yet, so yeah, it's not easy for me. And it's a heavy book to carry around to work, for example, because when I go to work, I have to bring my keyboard, my mouse, my laptop, my lunch. It's like my backpack is full already, and if you then have to carry a thick book as well, yeah. And most of the time on the way back, I just pop in the store really quickly to buy some small food things like cream or cheese or something, one ingredient I still need for the dish I'm making that day. So yeah, it's just me. But yeah, I've done a full chart. Oh, I love it. I can see better now on the camera, especially this side, the mini cable. It's amazing. I love it. So it's yarn I dyed myself. So yeah, I saw that I've been babbling for 30 minutes again. Um, is there anything else I want to talk about? I think I'm good. Yeah. So this week I've been running, going back to work. I've been spray painting. Yeah, that's about I think that's my week. We're Sunday. I'm going to edit the podcast, and I texted a friend if she wanted to go out for a walk, just to keep my muscles, because I'm a bit sore from running. And I already did a yoga session today, this morning, for to loosen up a bit of my muscles, because yeah, my legs are really sore. Every time I have to get up, I'm like an old lady, like oh, 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 oh. But I think that's normal. I've been exercising and it's been a while. My body's not used to it, but I'm really paying attention to my food now. And before I could buy a bag of M&Ms. I just finish it in one evening, and no, I'm not allowed to do that anymore. And I just need to like watch what I eat a bit, and because I feel bad afterwards when I eat it, and then the bag is finished. They go like, "Oh, why did you do that?" I'm then a bit mad with myself or angry with myself, so I don't want to do that anymore. So yeah, that's why I'm exercising, and I'm counting how many calories I've lost by doing exercises. Actually, I lost my watch. I have a digital watch. I think I took it off to take a shower, but I haven't found it. But have a look for it today. So yeah, I sleep net apparently. Don't know when I knit all those things, but yeah, the I finished the pair of socks. Yeah, I yeah. When? How? I don't know. So I must sleep net. And yeah, I'm happy about that. Oh, my socks. Okay, guys, I'm just going mad now. So I'm going crazy, and I can continue babbling for another 10 minutes, but I'm gonna spare you guys. Thank you for watching this week's episode, and see you next week. Have a lovely, lovely week. Bye bye.